Hey there! Do your chord progressions always sound a bit too familiar? Maybe you keep using the same chords, the same keys, or the same harmonic patterns. This happens to a lot of producers. We all develop habits, and after a while, many songs start to sound a little bit alike. In this video, I want to show you a simple way to discover new chord progressions. We will use SongEngine for that. SongEngine is a free chord progression and songwriting plugin. It can generate completely new chord progressions for you. But don't worry, this isn't about letting AI write your music. I will show you how to use the generated ideas as a starting point and then make them your own. Let me show you what I mean. First, here are a few examples that I created with SongEngine's chord progression generators. As you can hear, the results can be very different. Some progressions feel uplifting, some feel emotional, some feel dark or mysterious. Let's create some new chords from scratch. On the start page, I can generate a new chord progression. If you already know which scale you want to work in, you can select it here. But if your goal is inspiration, I recommend choosing random scale and letting SongEngine surprise you. Let's do that now. We can choose from different algorithms, so simply pick one. SongEngine opens the chords page automatically. Simply press play in your DAW to hear a preview. So here's my first tip. You don't need advanced music theory for this workflow. You need taste. When I use chord generators, I don't analyze every chord. Instead, I simply listen and ask myself, do I like this? If the answer is no, I generate another progression. Down here is the dice button. Every click creates a new progression. Sometimes I find something useful after 2 clicks, sometimes after 20. That's perfectly fine. The goal is exploration. And if I accidentally skip over a progression that I liked, I can simply use undo. This makes experimentation very easy. Here is another useful trick. Sometimes a progression is almost perfect, but the chords are either too high or too low. For example, let's say I like this progression, I can right-click and choose Transpose to different root note. Let's listen again. Same progression, completely different character. If it still feels too high or too low, I can also move the chords up or down by an octave. Small changes like these can make a huge difference. Now let's make the progression more personal. Up until now, SongEngine generated everything for us. But this is where the creative part starts. At the bottom, you'll find the chord pads. SongEngine shows chords that fit the current scale. You can click here to switch between different algorithms. For example, here are only triads. I can click on any chord pad for a preview. Let's listen to the progression again. Maybe I like most of it, but not this chord right here. So let's listen to some chord pads. Once I find something I like, I simply drag it onto the timeline. Let's listen again. This is one of my favorite workflows. The generator provides the starting point, but I still make the creative decisions. If you know more music theory, you can go even further. You can borrow chords from other scales, for example. All chord pads with a bold stripe are outside the current scale. So if you need a major chord instead of a minor chord, you can simply click here. Once you are happy with your chords, exporting is easy. Simply drag the progression directly into your DAW. And there is one more thing I want to show you. SongEngine doesn't only create chord progressions. It can also generate musical ideas that automatically fits your chords. I'll switch to the Packages page. Here you can find bass lines, piano phrases, arpeggios, and many other generator presets. Let's try a few. Because SongEngine already knows your chords, everything stays harmonic. This is a great way to sketch song ideas very quickly. So that's all for now. You can download SongEngine for free at feelersound.com. I wish you a lot of fun with it and see you soon.